Hi, all my lunar restorative peeps. I'm coming to you from my skate shop that I'm a partner with my husband, so the background is not my workshop, it's a different store completely. So, this section of our lunar restorative cycle has to do with water. And for the longest time, I thought water really had to do with cleansing and taking away and washing away. What I have learned over the years is that water is really a transformative element, similar to similar to fire. The the components of fire are to burn away and to bring everything back to its core base place. Water cleanses, but at the same time it can shape and form. And if you really take water and you do that, it takes something that's dirt or an object or obstacle and it reforms it into something else. So for the last 7 days, you've been working on everything that has to do with burning away what is connected to your flame of truth and letting your flame of truth really ignite and burn within inside yourself. So you've worked really hard on getting your light to shine. So all those things that were blocking and in your way are not there. So you have this beautiful light shining. So now you want to form that light into a direction that you would like for it to go. So let's say that you had a goal that you wanted to bring new love into your life or new friendships into your life. You would start a bath that might have rose petals in it. It might have cinnamon in it if you wanted to spice up your love life. Any of those things, you would put it into this bath and you would wash it towards you. You would bring those things towards you because you're wanting to attract it. And while you're in the tub, this has to do with a bathtub, but it can work in a shower too. While you're there and you have this water running over you, you're wanting it to reshape your aura. You're wanting it to remove and reform the energy that is connected to you and the energy that you're emanating. So whenever I do this bath, it can be done anytime between now and the full moon. So it's not something you have to do every day for 7 days. However, I have done it when it's been a really big thing that I wanted to do. I will sit in the tub and I will get a very clear picture of what it is that I want to accomplish, what it is that I want to see as the outcome and result of this work. And I understand that it may not happen by the end of the month, it may be a few months down the way, but that I've worked on clearing everything out of the way, so now it's like free, smooth sailing. So I want the road to be paved in a way that's easiest. And I always ask for it to be formed and created for me with grace and ease. So I'll really focus on that. I'll see it in the tub while I'm sitting there, and as that water touches me, it is reshaping and reforming all of my future related to this thing that I want. So instead of it cleansing it away, it's bringing it forward. It's bringing out the best beauty for that situation, for that goal that I'm working on. So here's my base cleanse that I usually use. I use 4 types of salt. So I use table salt because I use it the most. I'll use sea salt. You can hear my puppy dog walking around. I'll use a specialty salt. Sometimes I go to the health food store and I find these really cool salts and I think I really want that, and I'll include it in there. And then good old kosher salt. So I mix it all together. I use an almond oil base. So I like to do 7 days worth of cleanse, and so I put in 14 tablespoons into a bowl. I've split it up a little bit, so maybe 2 of each or something like that, and then really mix it. And then I put 2 tablespoons of oil in for those 14 tablespoons, and then I mix herbs in. I always like to put in nettle tea because of how healing it is. You can also find the nettle tea inexpensive at the health food store. I cut the top of the tea bag off and stick it in with there. I only use 1 or 2 tea bags. It depends on how much the quantity was in the tea bag. I like to add eucalyptus because it's also a cleansing herb, but at the same time, it's the vapors from it form and they create like an incense, an aroma that carries in the room. So I like that one. And then I'll add an herb that is related to what it is I'm working on. So if it's love, I'll put roses. If it's money, I'll put moneywort, or I'll put 5-finger grass in there. Sometimes I'll put cinnamon or nutmeg in it. It just kind of depends. I put pine needles in one time and I had a really great result, but it didn't happen the second time, but the first time it really worked great. Sometimes I'm working on power and I'm working on my own empowerment. And I'll put a lavender in there because lavender is such a powerful herb, or sometimes I'll put some frankincense, a couple of drops of frankincense oil in there. If it's healing that I'm working on, I really want to manifest some healing in my life, I'll put lavender in there. I'll also put self-heal in there or chamomile. You can also substitute chamomile in for money, especially if it's golden chamomile flowers. So any of those things. If it's for psychic development or intuitive development, I'll put star anise in it. So I mix it all in there, and if you want all of that in there, go right ahead. I don't care. It's going to be for you, and this is about you and the goals that you have that you're working on. I only put 2 tablespoons of salt into a full bath, and I don't mean full to the top. I mean what my normal, for me, what I consider a full bath for me. And I sit in there and I soak, and I visualize what it is that I'm trying to form and shape in my life. And sometimes I'll see the water actually just wash that away because it's not the perfect thing for me. Other times I'll see it reform and it's an easy road. It's just as straight as it can be. When I get out of the tub, I step out of the tub. Sometimes I have 2 candles, little 2 tea-light candles setting on either side to burn away any other obstacles that I have, but most of the time I just step out. I pat down dry. Sometimes I walk around and air dry. It depends because I have kiddos in the house, so I'm really cautious about, if they have friends over, that type of thing. So I will sit there and I'll think about this, and I say to myself, Goddess, I am open and ready for whatever is ahead. Let the road be smooth and steady. Goddess, I am open and ready for what is ahead. Let the road be smooth and steady. Goddess, I am open to what is ahead. Let the road be smooth and steady. I say it 3 times, and then I go about my business, and I don't worry about a single thing. That's how easy this restorative cycle section is. If you're having a hard time connecting with the idea that water is formative, think about all the canyons in this world. Think about all the crevices that have been made with rock and water. Think about stalagmites and stalactites. All of that's water taking formation and shape with earth. So you're wanting to bring what you want down and what you've worked on your vision for into clarity into this earth, so you use water to do it. All right. So the next time we meet, the next time I send you guys something for this, it's going to be about a meal. So for the full moon, plan to have dinner in some way. Plan to have something special for yourself. You can invite the people that are going to affect you and support you if you want to have this dinner, or you can make yourself something special. Sometimes I make a loaf of bread for this. Sometimes I cook up something different, a soup or something. Anyway, I'll talk to you a little bit about the importance of the meal and bringing that into earth and into your body while you're cooking. Anyway, enjoy your bath. Send me any notes about it. Maybe you come up with a better recipe for a salt bath. That would be awesome. I would love to see it. And if you want me to share it, I will share it with others. So you guys are doing great. I'm glad you've joined me for this restorative lunar cycle work. And I will see you next time. Bye for now.